Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm by myself. Jake's at work, but I thought I would do a story time video.
Story time video.
So I get asked quite a lot in Q&As if I've broken a bone, or if Jake has broken a bone, or something like that. And this story time is how I shattered my thigh.
This story time is how I shattered my thigh. So,
You guys know, if you aren't into all the gore, because I'm going to add photos, if you're not into the gore or anything like that, please click out of this video. I'll make sure I make a different video for you guys in the near future. Okay, so you're all probably wondering how old I was and everything like that. So let's rewind the clock to August 14th, 2011. I was at a park with a few friends, family friends, my parents, my brother, and a few strangers were there too that we didn't know, but doesn't matter about them. But we were at a park in Sydney. If my Sydney friends are watching, it's at the park near the two hospitals in Campbelltown. So I was happy as Larry all day, and my friend Ruby actually hurt herself. She didn't hurt herself too bad, but we have a photo of us mucking around, which I'll insert. Then, no longer, about 10 minutes later, I was pushing my brother and a few friends on a tire swing, and it came back and shattered. And, well, we didn't know it was shattered at the time, but came back and hit me on the thigh. And your thigh is the most hardest place to break, let alone shatter. You have a lady next to me and she's screaming out like for my parents, and then all you see is my parents running over and then freaking out and everything like that. My mum's called the ambulance. You've got my auntie Renee holding my hand saying it's going to be okay, and I screamed but I never cried, so I've been told. Apparently it took the ambulance about 45 minutes to get there. Instead of taking me to one of the hospitals that we were near, they took me all the way to Westmead Children's, which I don't understand why. I must have been still in that child phase. I wasn't a teenager yet. They gave me a green whistle. God, that helped with pain. So my dad came with me. I got to pick who I wanted with me in the ambulance. I wanted my dad, so I got Dad with me in the ambulance. Got my friend Ruby screaming at me saying, make sure you call me when you get to the hospital. And she was there crying. I said, I'm okay, it's okay, like, I'm just going to the hospital, see this, like, I'm fine. Apparently I was going crazy on the green whistle, but it was a pretty hectic day. It was only the last day of school holidays, I think it was, and that happened. Anyway, got to the hospital, had to stay in emergency for a while. I had to stay my leg straight. I couldn't move it. Because they've put it into place as such, so if I moved it they would have had to put more would put it into place and I would be in more pain. So I tried to keep it still. Anyway, so that night I got told I was having surgery sometime that night, and my parents were happy and everything because they took x-rays and they couldn't see the full extent of it, so the doctors only thought it was a break. And then I was like, okay, like to myself, I'm like, okay, like I've only broken my leg, like this is my first break. And then I was just asleep, and then not realising I've moved my leg, and my mum's like, did you move your leg? I'm like, I think so. And like, the funny thing was, like, the doctors came in and they had to put it back into place, and mum's like, why did you move it? I'm like, because it hurt, it was hurting. I was only little, so like they couldn't really get too angry at me. I think it was about 12 a.m. I'm pretty sure. They came and got me for surgery. I don't know I can't remember how long surgery was. I have been told. But it took longer than expected because as soon as they opened up my leg, they found that it was shattered. So that was that. I also made a friend in the hospital. Her name was Holly. I sadly don't keep in any contact with her anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. I don't know why. I think we just drifted apart. So with me, they like, some people are gonna ask, did you have a cast? Was your leg elevated? No, to neither of them. I wasn't in a cast. I wasn't foot elevated. So I think it was about 2 days after my surgery, I was up on almost, not fully walking, but I was learning to weight bear and everything like that because I had to learn how to walk again. They wanted to do it pretty much that morning when I finished my surgery, like a couple of hours after, because they didn't know I had surgery. And I was too drowsy, and my mum said no, like not today, maybe tomorrow. And they got me up, and I was doing stairs and everything, like, because I had stairs at home, I had to learn how to use the stairs. And then after that, I think it was, I had one kid, never got to know his name, but one kid who was diagonal to me, he did the exact same thing. I think it was to the same leg, but he was there screaming out in pain all the time. Like, I'm surprised I didn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm surprised I didn't, but seriously, this guy was going ballistic. So after that, I think it was about 3-4 days until I could go home. I went home. I had to stay near my parents' room for about 2 weeks because that's how it was. Like, I couldn't physically move by myself. Well, I could, but like I had to have supervision every time I wanted to move. And because I was so used to a double bed, I went into a single bed, and almost one day, because I used to get so tired of a day, I would sleep for like an hour during the day, and there was one time where I almost fell out of bed. Like, I was just crazy. But now a few years later, I'm all fine. I'm all good now. So I'm just having a bit of knee trouble because God knows why. But I am okay. For people that are gonna ask me if I'm okay, yes, I am okay. I'm doing well. But my left leg, which is the one I shattered, the left leg is about 5 millimeters or something shorter than the other. That's why I'm so short. I use that as the excuse. But I'm doing well and I'm living life as much as possible. So hope you guys like this video. I know it's a long one, but I hope you guys like this video. I didn't go into too much of depth, I know, but that's because in case the people that like the gore and everything can look at the photos as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.